Hey everybody, it's Rob Murray here from Intrigue. I wanted to take a minute to talk about strategy. And what I'm not talking about is strategic planning. I'm not talking about setting 10-year goals and quarterly rocks and all that good stuff, core values, purpose, not that stuff. I'm talking about how you're strategically going to position yourself in your marketplace with either your current customers or new customers, and what you can do with your business right now to pivot your core competencies to leverage the trends in the marketplace. So these ideas come from a whole bunch of different spots, but I just want to break it down quick. It's kind of 3 steps. So the first step is a SWOT analysis, not a SWOT analysis, but it's very similar. It's the idea of understanding your skills and core competencies and listing them out, like things that you're really, really good at. And then the weaknesses is one thing, but you want to just say, like, what do you suck at? Like, what are you just no good at doing? And then identify the trends in the marketplace. And right now, obviously, there's a lot of different trends happening in the marketplace. These things can be, like people being at home and people being hesitant to go out into public spaces. There's a whole bunch of different trends happening right now in the marketplace. So identify the ones that are impacting your business. Now, once you've done that, you can start to brainstorm. And I recommend doing this with at least a leadership team, if not your whole team, in a structured environment. And I'm happy to go through that. If you have any questions, leave some comments in the video on how to create structured brainstorming for strategic ideation. But you do a quadrant, and on the bottom, you look at current customers and new customers. On the top, you look at current services and products, or products and services, new products and services. And you come up with different ideas based on your core competencies and the trends in the marketplace that fall into those different quadrants. Now, selling a new service to a new customer, so the quadrant up here, is the hardest one. But selling the same service to the same customer typically is the easiest one, but if you've taken a big hit in revenue, that might not be the way to go. So you really want to look for opportunities that are selling the same service to new customers or selling new services to the same customers. And I would also argue that selling a new service to the same customers can be a little bit easier just because you have an existing relationship. But those are the 2 quadrants you want to explore. Once you've identified what those ideas look like, you can then overlay them on another quadrant, which is around the bottom being execution. So is it easy to execute or difficult to execute? Is it high impact or low impact? And so when you overlay on this quadrant, you want to look for opportunities that are easy to execute and that have high impact. And that's really what can provide you some clarity in terms of decision making and how you can strategically pivot your business based on your core competencies and the trends in the marketplace. If you want to do one last piece, and this is just kind of like a pro tip, you layer your purpose and your values on top of those ideas to see which one of them are more in line with the reason your company exists, and you should have a framework for making some really cool decisions on strategically pivoting your business. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks everybody, see ya.